If it was ever a good time, if I could just roll the streets and never hold a beat. If there was ever a bad time, long as we just stick together, we would set a better tone on the streets. I know the TV's right on time. Ain't no masquerade to no network games to play.
Good day, good people. You welcome. You tuned in to Mind Food Monday. Hope you clicked the link, and I hope you decided to call in and chime in for a second. But I do have the big brother, Brother Polite, and of course, we got the First Lady in the building. And this is from Sinetta TV. It's an exclusive. It's dropped out there. You can see the video yourself, get a visual yourself. This is Brother Polite talking about him, his wives, his family, and how this is supposed to be done. So, welcome, good people, to Mind Food Monday. I'm going to touch on some Bible topics right after this, but right now, let's keep it real, let's keep it 100, let's keep it official.
And one dude called me an agent and said that my wife's an agent, and we're trying to trick the women in the community into getting into something. You know, it's crazy, but I come from a place where after doing the research and studying the empires that we ran as kings, and what the sisters did as queens, I'm here like, yo, you done gas me up and soup me up on this whole king idea. I'm going to start living like one. You feel me? And then when people start seeing you live and stand in that splendor, then they get angry. But I'm like, this is what you taught us. You said we were like this back in the day. So now you see it, and now you want to nitpick. So, truth be told, realistically speaking, it does cause some problems when I go places with all my wives. That's if I'm in the hood. You know, most times I come to the hood, I come in to teach. After that, I go home outside the hood, and I don't have those issues where I live at. I only have those issues when I come amongst my people, because a lot of the men walk around like they just came out of prison, and they probably did.
All right, peace, gang. I want to give my little bit of commentary on what Brother Polite was addressing and touching on. And I mean, brother, I really didn't want to get into the whole polygamy situation, but what the Brother Polite did was initially put his first and foremost first wife ahead and put her out there so that she could be seen, she could be heard, she could be spoken of. A lot of females was calling on that. They was putting people out there. They was shouting people out. Brother Polite said, all these brothers need to bring out their wives and show that the black woman is God. At the end of the day, when you sit down and you listen and you understand what the sister said, forget Brother Polite. Understand what the sister said, then you might have to understand the power of the sisterhood. Now, back on what Brother Polite said. We sitting down and we listening to all these words, all these brothers, all these sisters telling us we was kings, we was queens, we ruled Egypt, we ruled Songhai, we ruled Ghana, we ruled Timbuktu, we ruled West Africa, we was even in charge of Spain, we was the Moors, we was in charge of Rome, we was King James, we was all these people who practice the same practice, yet when brothers try to implement this practice to build forth a structure, you're condemned. You're not just condemned. White folks don't even care about what you're doing. It's only the Negro. It's only those who you are trying to help who condemn you for establishing a culture outside of what they know, something different. Now, if you listen to what they were saying, they were talking about prior cheatings and acceptance from parents. And at the end of the day, my good people, these elders are more dysfunctional than we are. We are actually regenerating their degeneration. We're actually finding functionalities in their dysfunctions. I don't want to speak all big and get all exquisite with my terms. What I'm saying is we fixing their fuck-ups. And through fixing their fuck-ups, we're reverting to either old standards and new practices and modifying situations so that it's conducive for our people. Now, if you were listening to Brother Blue Pill say something, he was, if you heard Brother Polite's story and Sister Aminette, then you would understand that they've been together for 16 years. Salute. In fact, Brother Polite and myself have been in relationships for exactly the same amount of time. So I can understand where he's coming from and what it means to want to expand your horizons, expand what you're doing, because, and this is no front to the sisters, but y'all might just not be able to encompass everything that's inside of a man's mind and the goals and objectives of somebody like a Brother Polite, like a Dr. Umar or Tariq Nasheed, and even Tariq Nasheed is married. You know what I'm saying? He settled down. But still in all, you can't encompass alone or solo all of it. You might not want to. Some women don't even want to stand up and be in the spotlight next to their man. They'd rather just let him do him and they'll do them, which is wrong right now. It's completely wrong. This is not community. This is not the Asian community. This is not the Spanish community. And this is no offense to any of them. What I'm saying is this is the black community. The dysfunctions that are being propagated throughout the whole entire globe. And I ain't even talking about Africa, because when we show Africa on the globe, they just show skinny, hungry people or savages or people who's eating each other. And that's not even the real Africa that we need to see. But the same goes for black America. When they show us, they show boys in the hood. We killing each other. We being ignorant. They don't propagate and show the positive influence. They don't let you know globally that the best brain surgeons in America are black. They don't tell you these things. Nor will those same brain surgeons, because I'm putting my ass on the hot seat right now, nor do those same brain surgeons come back to the hood where Brother Polite has to leave every night because it's not safe for him to be there with his wives because of jealousy, envy, and hatred due to the Negro condition of self-hatred. But if we could have some of these lawyers, teachers, come back to this hood and tell me or tell my sons or tell my brothers that this is what they could be, then we got a problem. If my sisters can't come, if Oprah can't walk through Chicago's hood and inspire and tell them how she started, what she went through, the rape, the pillage, the plunder, the hatred, the fighting white supremacy, to be who she is, then my sisters are just going to be lost as well. But then again, should we look to our elders or should we look to ourselves for solutions? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, when I turn around, black folks were celebrating 2 holidays yesterday, Easter and 420. Negro, pick one. Either you against the grain or you with it. And that's my problem. Don't come in here telling me that when you don't know what it means, you wasn't having sex, you wasn't practicing fertility, nor do you care that this was the beginning of the year or the cycle of what the people in Africa originally thought it was, or what the Hebrew Israelites in the Bible originally thought it was, if you want to condone to that, what Muslims think it is, Egyptians. Everybody understood that this was the beginning of the year, but we live in this backward state of mind in this Roman calendar. We practice January 1st, it's New Year. I mean, I'm going to chill, I'm going to fall back for a second. You definitely got the calls on the line. And I want to hear the people's voices before I go into just, I didn't want to do this, but there's this brother out here on Instagram that can't, he can't realize that what he's saying is illogical. And sometimes trying to force that on the logical mind is just irrelevant.